The Leaning Tower is one of the most iconic symbols of Italy, but not everyone has understood how it's pronounced. I've heard many foreign tourists called PISA Leaning Tower. We are in Tuscany, in the city of Pisa. The tower is located in the marvelous Square of Miracles, where you can spend the entire day because it contains over 6 attractions, and most people don't even know. They just climb up the tower and leave. In this video, you'll discover all these attractions with me. But before, you better subscribe to a rebranded channel, Giulia Explains Italy. If instead you're looking for other things to do in Pisa apart from the Leaning Tower, check out this video I made some time ago. The Tower of Pisa is the bell tower of the cathedral. I know you all want to ask me why is it leaning, so I'll tell you why.
The land underneath this area is made of clay, which makes it softer. The construction of the tower began in 1173, when Pisa was a rich maritime republic, wanted to expand its territory, and needed a bigger central cathedral. When construction reached the third level, the weight of this building was too much for this ground, and it started to sink and consequently leaning.
At that point, the building site was stopped, and only 100 years later, some visionaries decided to reopen it, and they added 3 more levels in an opposite direction. During the centuries, many works have been done to prevent its fall. The last one was a major restoration, ending in 2011. Indeed, I remember that when I was a little child, Pisa Tower was closed. From here, you can climb up the 293 steps, but there's no elevator, of course.
But keep in mind the Pisa Leaning Tower is quite expensive for Italian standards, as the ticket costs 20 euros, and that's because it's not a public monument, but it's private, owned by the church, and they have to think about its continuous maintenance.
Pisa Cathedral was built in Romanesque style with a lot of Carrara marble, the most prestigious type of marble in the world.
There's so much wonderful art here, outside and inside. That's why I suggest you take a guided tour to discover details, stories, and hidden beauty. Find the link in the description below.
Instead, I will tell you something that only a local knows. On the right facade of a building, you will find these little black dots, all here, and they're said to be the devil's nails.
The devil was obviously not happy with such a huge construction to praise God, so in an attempt to destroy it, he tried to aggressively pierce the cathedral here with his hand.
The legend says that if you manage to have the same number twice, you will have a lucky life. Since it's so difficult because there are so many dots, it's impossible to count them all correctly. This building behind me holds a record. It's the biggest baptistery in the world.
Its function is to contain the baptismal font to perform an immersed baptism, which is not that common anymore in the Catholic Church. The shape of the building, combined with its construction materials and the internal columns, create a cool echo effect. Sound spreads out all around you like a continuous wave, as if a choir of angels were here. The staff usually demonstrates this every 30 minutes.
As any important city of the Middle Age, also Pisa was surrounded by walls. The path is 3 kilometers long, and you can get off in 4 different locations across the city. Oh my God, the wind. Am I the only woman in the world having problems with the wind when it comes to my hair? This path along the ancient city walls is very nice. I've already done that in the past, that's why I'm not doing it today entirely, but I suggest you to do it because you will see other glimpses of the city that are worth seeing. As you can see behind me, yes, there are many tourists in the Square of Miracles. During the summer, the people will be so much more, so it could actually be very nice and delightful to get out of this square and learn a little bit more about the city of Pisa. There's a McDonald's right outside the Square of Miracles. Please, please do not eat in a McDonald's once you're here. Just go and have Italian food somewhere else. Any place is better than McDonald's. This is the Camposanto, Holy Field in English, because it is said it was built with a shipload of sacred soil taken from the Holy Land during the Crusades by the Archbishop of Pisa. It was supposed to be another church, but today it's a cemetery that hosts the most illustrious citizens of Pisa.
It's not a creepy cemetery though, as it's full of art. A huge collection of Roman sarcophagi, Etruscan sculptures, and long walls of frescoes about life and death, many of them painted by the famous medieval artist Buffalmacco.
This is the devil. What they imagined it was like in the Middle Age. It's scary.
This is the statue of the most famous citizen of Pisa after Galileo Galilei, the great mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci. During World War II, a bomb was launched on this cemetery, destroying part of this building and many artistic treasures. Later, renovators removed the frescoes from the walls to restore and preserve them, and behind them they found the Sinopie, drawings sketched on the first layer of a plaster, like drafts.
Today, those drafts are preserved in the Sinopie Museum in the square. Instead, statues and liturgical artifacts and manuscripts that were saved from the bomb are preserved in the Opera Museum, always here in the square. From the Opera Museum, you'll also get a privileged view over the Tower of Pisa, without tourists. So how much is it to visit everything I just told you? Well, there's a combined ticket of 27 euros, or you can choose other combinations. And now it's time to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just a key takeaway from this video. The name is Pisa, not pizza.